Welcome back to the Silent Observer. In our last video, we learned to read the subconscious signals of the body. We learned to spot the leakage of truth. But reading signals is only level 1. Today, we enter level 2. We're going deeper into the darkest corners of human psychology. We're going to talk about the architects of deception, the manipulators, the narcissists, the emotional vampires who drain your energy to feed their own ego. These people do not just hide the truth, they actively distort it. They don't just lie to you, they make you lie to yourself. If you have ever felt crazy after an argument, even though you knew you were right, if you constantly feel like you are walking on eggshells around someone, if you find yourself apologizing for things you didn't do, then you are likely caught in the web of a dark psychologist. In this video, I will expose the 7 layers of manipulation used by these predators. By the end of this video, you will not just see the web, you will hold the scissors to cut yourself free. Before we look at their techniques, we must understand their target. Why do smart people fall for manipulation? It is because manipulators exploit a fundamental human weakness, the need for external validation. We all want to be liked. We all want to feel special. The manipulator knows this. They look for the empty space inside you, and they promise to fill it. But the price they charge is your reality. Layer number 1, the hook, also known as love bombing. This is how it always begins. It is intense, overwhelming, and intoxicating. When you first meet a skilled manipulator in a relationship, a friendship, or even in a workplace, they will not attack you, they will idolize you. They will bombard you with affection, compliments, and attention. They will tell you that you are the most incredible person they have ever met. They will mirror your interests and your dreams. It feels like soulmate connection, but it is a calculated data gathering phase. They are putting you up on a pedestal. Why? Because the higher they lift you up, the harder you fall when they eventually kick the pedestal away. If something feels too good to be true in the first few weeks, it almost always is. Real connection builds slowly. Love bombing is a drug designed to get you addicted to their validation. Layer number 2, the distortion, or gaslighting. Once you are hooked, the deconstruction begins. Gaslighting is the most insidious weapon in dark psychology. It is not just lying. Lying is telling you I didn't eat the cookie when I did. Gaslighting is telling you that there never was a cookie and that you are crazy for thinking there was. The goal of gaslighting is to make you doubt your own perception of reality. They will deny saying things you heard them say. They will hide your keys and tell you you are irresponsible for losing them. When you confront them with facts, they will say that never happened, or you are too sensitive, or you are imagining things. Slowly, over time, you stop trusting your own mind. You start relying on their version of reality. You become the perfect puppet.
Layer number 3, the punishment, or the silent treatment. What happens when you try to resist? What happens when you ask for a basic need to be met? They punish you with withdrawal. The silent treatment is a form of emotional abuse used to gain leverage. They stop talking to you. They ignore your texts. They treat you like a ghost in your own home. In the brain, being ostracized triggers the same neural pathways as physical pain. The manipulator knows this. They use silence to cause you pain until you break. They want you to panic. They want you to chase them, beg for forgiveness, and promise to do whatever they want just to end the silence. It is training. They are training you never to question them again. Layer number 4, the triangle, or triangulation. A manipulator never wants you to feel secure. A secure person is hard to control, so they introduce a third element to create jealousy, uncertainty, and competition. This is called triangulation. They might constantly talk about how amazing their ex-partner was. They might flirt with the waiter right in front of you. In a work setting, a boss might compare you unfavorably to a colleague. The goal is to make you feel like you are easily replaceable. They want you focused on fighting for their attention, competing with an imaginary rival, instead of focusing on their abusive behavior. If you are busy fighting others for their scraps, you won't have the energy to fight them. Layer number 5, the mirror or projection. Have you ever accused someone of something and they immediately turn around and accuse you of the exact same thing, but 10 times worse? This is projection. It is a defense mechanism used by narcissists to avoid accountability. They cannot handle the shame of their own actions, so they vomit that shame onto you. A cheating partner will constantly accuse you of cheating. A liar will call you a liar. A selfish person will call you demanding. It is maddening because it is so illogical, but that is the point. It is designed to derail the argument. Instead of talking about what they did, you are now defending yourself against wild accusations. The focus shifts from perpetrator to victim.
Layer number 6, the moving goalposts. With a manipulator, you will never feel like you are enough, because the moment you are about to succeed, they change the rules of the game. This is called moving the goalposts. You work hard to meet their demands, you change your behavior, you make sacrifices, you finally reach the finish line they set for you. And what happens? They say, yes, but you didn't do it with the right attitude. Or, well, now I need this instead. The satisfaction they promised you is always just one step out of reach. They do this to keep you in a perpetual state of striving and begging for their approval that will never come. Layer number 7, the reversal, or the victim card. This is the final move when all else fails. When you finally corner a manipulator with undeniable proof of their bad behavior, when they cannot gaslight or project their way out of it, they collapse. But it's a fake collapse. They suddenly become the victim. They might start crying uncontrollably about their difficult childhood. They might claim stress made them do it. They will say, "I'm such a terrible person, everyone leaves me," forcing you to comfort them. In an instant, the roles are reversed. You started the conversation seeking justice for yourself, and you end the conversation apologizing to your abuser. It is the ultimate emotional magic trick. So, how do you win against dark psychology? The uncomfortable truth is this: you cannot fix a person who uses these techniques. You cannot love them into becoming healthy. Their behavior is a deeply ingrained character structure. The only way to win is not to play. The moment you identify these patterns, the love bombing, the gaslighting, the silent treatment, your goal must shift from changing them to protecting yourself. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Establish boundaries that are like steel walls, not suggestions, and be prepared to walk away. Your sanity is not a currency you can afford to trade for temporary validation. Keep observing. Keep your eyes open. In the next video, we will talk about how to build an impenetrable mind that is immune to these attacks. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Stay strong.